Please wait. Justin, wow. Yeah, no, we're not trying yet, but the live stream is good. You made it. 5:29. What's it's 5:30. Oh my god, it's 5:30. Oh my god, oh my god, it's 5:30. Oh my god, it's 5:30. You got shit. Yeah, it's been a time to sit. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll call to order the November 18th meeting of the Student Government Association. We are live streaming and recording. Please review your agenda. We'll take it rules. Angelina Casella, Zara Rivet,
Here.
Christopher Lannon, Megan Fran, DeAngelis Ozuna Sandoval, Raul Rosario, Brenna Giuliani,
Here.
Luke Staley,
Here.
Aviana Lee Salters, Will Honorado, Celia Rosino, Grant Winhart, Alyssa Hannafin, Lily Afonso, Raymond Croto,
Here.
Sophia Rudenko, Aiden Gomez, Fabian Morales, Lucia Sadura, Liv Carney,
Here.
Ethan Haynes, Carly Biemendorfer, Cota Santos, Matthew Krusha, Ollie Sutherland, Maria Renta Marrero.
Are there any corrections to the minutes from November 4th? Seeing none, minutes are approved.
Now for your president's report, Justin Wald.
Right. So sadly, none of the guest speakers today. Because Dr. Sacramento had to cancel. Well, we still have a fun packed agenda. Earlier today, I got an email from Attorney of the Bright Act. She notified Barney and I that the Ways and Means Committee, the Mass State House advanced the Bright Act out of committee. There's a full out for their vote. There were some amendments filed for the bill that include $775 million. We had $275 million being allocated to Mass Art and the rest divided between UMass and state universities. Another amendment includes $140 million for the demolition of base and construction of phase one of the human health hub, which brings me to my next point. I've gotten several emails from students about what would happen to the liberal arts in base. This construction is to go through, which it will now for that forward. When I had President Thompson last night, she said there would be space for liberal arts, but due to the decrease in students majoring in these fields and the increase in health sciences, that is the university's focus. However, she said the simulation labs that we put in these buildings would be open to all majors, and immersive experiences would be available to teach even liberal arts in a way that would expand their fields and depth of learning. If you have any questions about these plans or the simulation labs, let me know and I can give you more of the explanation that I've shared. Secondly, it's almost the end of the semester, and we had a pre-senator recording. Props to Matt and Brady and Carter. And others that might not have my brain doesn't know. But you're all able to do reports based on your position as a hall rep, one of our specialized reps and rep at large. But you're also able to report on committees. So if you're interested, so that means the exec member who chairs that committee or the exec member who's on it or governance committees that you want to report, they can help you write done based on the recent meeting. And you can report it out. So we're not having to listen to the same 9 people talk every time. It gets kind of boring. Tomorrow I have a meeting with Dr. Herman at 2 p.m. So if you have anything related to student affairs or community or any other happening on campus that you'd like to ask about, let me know. The executive council also had a meeting with Dr. Thompson and the University Cabinet in December. So literally the day after our next meeting. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, it's the perfect time for us to bring them up and sit down with every cabinet member. I get to talk to them and report on SGA and the state of its body. So this is a perfect opportunity for you all to get some good answers to big questions that you don't have many answers about. That's all.
All right. Are there any questions, comments, or concerns for Justin Wald? Seeing none. Thanks, Justin.
Board of Trustees report, Melissa Kuzmeski.
Good evening. I sadly could not make it at the school international students reception with also being that holiday school. Nonetheless, I thank you also for covering my report. I am happy to share that behind the scenes, the Bright Act continues to go through the state legislative process. Last week on Thursday, November 13th, President Thompson testified to the Committee on Budget with her counterparts from the State University Council for President. She advocated for the urgency behind passing the Bright Act, noting the liabilities posed in not only deferred maintenance to our institution, but also in our disadvantage of not providing the best technology available to students. A stark contrast was drawn between smartboards and digital tools available to high school, to that of chalkboards and projectors that we presently are still using. As there is still more work to do before we see the Bright Act path, Justin and I have been giving thought to what our next step will be. In consultation with Dr. Thompson, we are looking to leverage the State University's Council of Presidents as a conduit to meet with our counterparts to the government presidents and field trustees from our 8 sister schools. The intention of this meeting beyond deferred maintenance is to assess the possibility of bridging our relationship with our sister institutions. At the community college level, each of the 15 schools, student governments come together to share their ideas, discuss their novel problems, and collectively brainstorm solutions. It's a great opportunity to network with other schools and use this what we can do Tennessee. We have 8 sister universities, each with their own unique array of challenges, but also opportunities. Just alone in discussions with my interstate counterpart, student trustee Randall Sullivan, I shared how we structured the representative, specifically in athletic. He is hoping to take this back to history of government and then looking for ways to meaningfully engage student athletes in the governance process. It's small experiences like these that cumulatively contribute to the broader mission of learning best practices to run the student government. Though this body may have a lot of experience by the virtue of reaching our 23rd inauguration, I'd like to think that even old dogs can learn to new tricks. This is just a brief slice of what's going on in the background. I hope to share more experience that you need to carry over. This concludes my report for tonight. Thank you.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns for Melissa? Seeing none, thank you, Melissa. Dining Services Committee, Jacob Cox.
Boy, oh boy, I haven't been up here in a while. Good evening, everyone. The Dining Services Committee met not last week, but the week before, and I have a lot of updates to share with you all. First, a quick recap of the changes since our last meeting. I'm happy to announce that the waffle machine is officially back. We also addressed the confusion regarding the Pepsi products not being eligible for a meal swipe at the Owl Cafe. Dining recognizes that it was not communicated properly, but they are working to ensure that it is clear going forward. Additionally, to help students who eat early, the electronic food labels will now switch over to the dinner menu at 4 p.m. so they are accurate when you arrive. Our biggest topic of the discussion was food waste. And tomorrow, we are doing a Weigh the Waste event. The goal here is not to shame anyone, but to spread awareness about the environmental and economic impacts of food waste on our campus. As a lot of the times there are many trade when things are being brought back, there's around like people bring full plates and they just throw it out, and we want to try and lower that because we don't have much waste. But we're still looking for volunteers to help weigh the food at this station. So please look out at the sign up form at the register of the DC, and there will be incentives to participate, including a raffle and owl buns. Regarding student concerns, we discussed the need for better allergen awareness. While we are pushing employees to be more knowledgeable, please remember that the NutriSlice app is your best resource for ingredient information. We also requested that hash browns be jerked longer so that they are crispier and clarify that bread isn't stale. This one due to dry and their dry salons. On a fun note, we're looking to get sushi back in the DC and we've tried adding variety to the ice cream selection in the freezer. And finally, number three, about coming up, the Thanksgiving buffet is this Thursday, 20th from 4:30 to 8:30 p.m. Keep an eye out for the and keep an eye out for the root display next week, showcasing all the root vegetables served. If you have anything that I should bring up to that, please let me know.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns from Jacob?
What are the times for the slots for volunteering?
I don't remember correctly. Imagine control from what I think, but
Tomorrow?
yeah.
Okay.
But all the information will be on the form at the register. I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Any further? Seeing none, thank you, Jacob. Parking Appeals Committee, Ethan Ames.
Hey.
The parking appeal board met on November 10th, the first time this semester. Just gonna go through a little list of what we accomplished. So first off, for the introduction, of course, like I said, first being the semester, we agreed on how we're going to deal with discussing appeals and voting on appeals. Originally, the plan was to give everyone a concrete number of how many tickets we did vote to appeal or how many tickets we recovered or during this first meeting. However, in an email conversation with Joshua Hedrick, the chair of the board, earlier today, he notified me that the system is experiencing issues and that it has been submitted. So hopefully next time I can get you a little bit more of a concrete number. But one thing that I wanted to make sure that was shared with your body was that we still do have a large amount of parking tickets submitted for appeal. So if you or someone you know has a ticket that is still pending that appeal process, we're working through the list as fast as we can, but we only have an hour to meet each time. We're only getting so many tickets. Along with that, please make sure you have parking passes if you have a car and are on campus. The next meeting has not been scheduled yet, but Dr. Hedrick said that he'd like to have another one right after the upcoming break, and that is all I have.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns for Ethan? Seeing none, thank you. University Curriculum Committee, Carly Beeman.
Buddy, I'm Carly. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a freshman here at Westfield State. Today, I'm going to be reporting on UCC's meeting, which was on Friday, November 7th. To begin, data management's removal of prerequisite 210 was passed to move forward in order to limit redundancy. Advanced database management is a new course with revisions. The class's motion moving forward was also passed. Computer and Society with minor updates, along with qualifications for the WISE curriculum, was also motion moving forward. Quality improvement and interprofessional collaboration in healthcare was motion to move forward so that the prerequisite of an RN licensure is no longer required because the course is moving to the healthcare section. American Public Policy's course revisions, including prereq removal, new description, and WISE inclusivity, were motion and passed to move forward. In the psychology department, 4 courses which have not been taught in years were motion and passed to be deleted because they are not needed under the Program Modernization Act. The classes are as follows. Capstone Experience, Health of Vulnerable Populations, Capstone Experience, Ethics in Psychology, Capstone Experience, Psychological Assessments and Program Evaluation, and Capstone Experience, ABA Research Design and Ethics. Furthermore, in the Psych Department, Psychopathies, revisions to modernize the title and description were motions move forward and passed. Forensic Psychology's updates to the description and prerequisites to better reflect the content was motion and passed to move forward. Psychometrics, psychological tests and measurements is also seeking updates to prescriptions and prerequisites to give students more options for the class that they take, along with Psych 101 to qualify to come into the class. This proposal was similarly motion and passed to move forward. Lastly, WISE inclusive forms used for professors have been adapted by UCC. These forms are specific to English-based classes. So,
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns for Carly? So,
Congrats on your first report.
are there any further? Seeing none, thanks, Carly. Vice President Board of Finance, seat to marketing.
Sure.
Hello. The Finance Committee at its first meeting back on November 7th after receiving two finance proposals. Given the time sensitivity of the two proposals and the Senate not meeting last week, the Executive Board represented the Senate and voted on their status. The first proposal was for diversity in healthcare, asking for $50 in order to purchase the necessary tools and supplies to decorate t-shirts. They were supplying t-shirts themselves. The board voted to approve the proposal for the full amount. The second proposal was for all out. They were seeking $250 to purchase electric candles, trans flags, and picture frames. While the Finance Committee originally suggested rejecting the proposal, I received clarification on some text and the board voted to approve the proposal for the full amount. Any questions?
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns for Zeke? Seeing none, thank you, Zeke. Vice President's report, student belonging, rate for discuss.
Good evening, everyone. Come to me today. It's kind of short, like the digital report before moving on to the committee updates. I just wanted to briefly share their experience volunteering at the West Hill Soup Kitchen on Friday, November 7th from 4 to 6. This opportunity came from the Interfaith Center, which organizes monthly volunteer days where different campus groups come out. This month, the team was with student government, of course, and veterans and military services. We had a great group. We had about 4 representatives from veterans and military services, one of them being Army. 3 from SGA, of course me, and Megan. And 2 from the Interfaith Center as well, which was Will's friend Elise. She didn't really have to be there, but she came and she did a really good job as well as anybody else. And Colleen, which was on the staff member to the Interfaith Center. Dining services prepared a Thanksgiving themed meal, so it was about turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, stuffing, squash, and pie. There was around 70 to 80 guests attended, and they were all really grateful and excited for the meal. I kind of already did this, but I just wanted to take this moment to thank everyone who helped make this possible. So I'm going to do all of it again. Megan, Will, close friend Elise, Ali, the Veterans and Military Services Office, Chef Don from Dining, and Colleen from the Educator. This was my second time attending and first time being involved in the planning process. And it was an amazing experience. I'm looking forward to doing it again in the spring. That being said, there will be one in the spring. So I'll share more information about that next trip once it gets confirmed.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns for Lorraine? Seeing none, thank you, Lorraine. And really on belonging, right?
So again, I just wanted to share with you discuss over the past few meetings. To start, we've been talking with dining services on creating halal sign-in of the DC. We received a response from dining staff, and we will stay in touch to hopefully schedule a meeting soon to start the process of how would that look like. Our hope is that every dining location on campus will have a sign that will state halal options. Second, we briefly discussed the campus climate survey from the Office of Belonging, Inclusion, and Learning, which was a huge success with about 619 responses. So thank you. There will be another one in the spring around March. So please look out for that. The prize is a MacBook for that there. And the committee is hoping to support this survey as well as creating a promotional video in the spring. Lastly, we discussed Community Week and the hope of having a more of an in-depth discussion at our last meeting, because this past meeting that we had in November, we didn't really have a attendance, so we didn't really have the in-depth conversation that we wanted to. So that will be our last meeting of the semester, which will be Monday, December 1st at 5 p.m. in hybrid format. For the SGA members that are part of this committee, please remember to review the notes and reach out if there's any questions, comments, or concerns. I will be sending the email with the agenda next week. Perfect.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns for Lorraine? Seeing none, thank you, Lorraine. Vice President report of Community Engagement Planning.
Okay, I have a few quick things. First, the annual SGA Church Drive wrapped up yesterday, Monday, November 17th. We don't have quite yet have our final numbers in for the amounts raised. We're still waiting for meeting donations, and there was an outage with the ability tickets website today. So getting that number soon. However, I am excited to share with everyone in our executive board meeting last week. The team and I came to the decision that due to the cancellation of our November food truck, which would have assisted turkey drive, as well as increasing hardship surrounding food security this Thanksgiving season, SGA is going to be matching the total number of donations raised by the turkey drive this year. So for whatever the number is that we get back, we will essentially be doubling it before donating it to the Westfield Public Schools. Thank you again to everyone that helped out with the signature campaign. Hopefully, although we won't be here, next year you guys can have it carried on and do it even bigger and even better. Second, smaller announcement, kind of in the middle here, but just to kind of ensure that there's plenty of time for proper planning and promotion. I will be putting together our Owl Hall committee and begin planning this week on Friday at 1:40 to 2:55 during that comment hour. So my understanding, yes, it's around the same time you're all on it. And then, so if anyone's interested in joining that, let me know, and I'll be glad to look at it. Next, I just have a little save the date for everyone. We're going to be doing our team bonding for this semester on December 9th. So everyone kind of book their calendars for that evening. We'll have a very short meeting with guest speakers that day here, and then we will, instead of usually adjourning for food and continuing like normal, we will kind of adjourn the meeting and go to team bonding on December 9th. Our activity is still being planned, but whatever it may be, will be that date. So plan it. And next, oh yeah. I know it is not quite the end of the month yet. It is actually quite still the middle of November. But since we don't have a meeting next week, that does mean that this is our last meeting for November, which means it's time for our Senator of the Month awards. This month, as we were kind of deciding our Senator of the Month, the board and I were kind of stuck between two people who really stood out between the end of October and now, and kind of along the way as well. Actually, and both of these people took charge for signing up for tabling opportunities, open houses, the turkey drive, coffee crawl, kind of really getting SGA out there to community and boosting things that we were doing. One of them even tabling on the first day of the turkey drive, doing it for their first time ever and completely by themselves. But they both jumped into the coffee crawl and helped out the student affairs committee. Took multiple shifts in response, and I'll talk about they both just been super helpful and super willing within the community engagement and outreach committee. So because of that, these two senators were really neck and neck, and therefore we decided to award both of them as our senator of the month, senators of the month for November. So congratulations to Alyssa Hannafin and Celia Rosita. And that concludes my report.
Are there any questions, comments, concerns for Tyler today? Seeing none, thank you, Tyler James. Campus Activities Board Report. Here we go.
This is me again. Happy Tuesday. Alright,
Tuesday.
so relatively quick report today. Recent events, bingo on the 7th, and then food truck Friday this past Friday. Unfortunately, don't have any numbers for like attendance wise. Coming up tonight in Scammon at 7:30, we have casino night. So show up, it's gonna be great. Got inspiration grids on the 21st, an open mic night next Tuesday on the 25th, and then the New York City bus trip on December 6th. I don't know if the tickets are sold out yet. However, you can talk to Matt Leah because he is the one who officially knows the numbers and all that good stuff. Tickets would be in the cab Instagram bio though. If you're interested in checking it out. Got the committee side of everything. Winter Wonderland for January is completed, and for the month of February is starting to get planned. So everything's coming together. And then the general stuff we're starting to get out for March. Thinking long term now. So stuff is getting done. Luckily, and that is all happens next.
Are there any questions, comments, or concerns after the Angelina?
Talk about things, so sorry. But if you guys are interested in what inspiration grids are, probably never heard of them, but it's kind of like a mood board, and it's kind of like you get to kind of put out your goals, put out what you want for your future, it's gonna be fun, and there's pretty like snacks there, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, great. That's
Any
all.
further? Seeing none, thank you, Matt. All right. Is there any new business? Seeing none, announcements. Lorraine Fernandez.
Can my team huddle see me after the meeting real quick?
Any further? Chris Lee.
I'm sure you've all seen this. This is that tree outside the SGA room. It's a tree for our social squad campaign on belonging. I would really appreciate if everyone could put a sticky note on the tree, sharing someone who makes you feel like you belong on campus, a staff member, a student, partner, anyone who wants to shout out someone, that would be great. Thank you.
Toby Cassiano. So approval of the servers and disappears. So on the Gavin White, Western, voting, left. You look at the best.
September 4th, Harley and I will go to our different pastor here with those who do and food service 5 to 7 minutes.
Any further? Barney Garcia.
Hey folks, this Thursday, we'll be hosting Transgender Day of Remembrance, so 6:30 at the Interfaith Center, and invite everyone to join us. Thank you.
Let's move on.
There's still time to finish the Skytrack survey if you're a resident student. I don't know what's the percentage counted for you.
We had Denver.
Wow, let's take that higher. Yeah. Congratulations to Kaylee. It was the last week's winner. Congratulations.
Zeke Mark, I'm just gonna ask, where is the Day of Remembrance being done? Oh, my bad, Interfaith Center.
Any further? The Angeles Ozuna Sandoval.
178 days to button makes it an hour.
Roll call.
Angelina Casella, Zara Rivet,
Here.
Christopher Lannon,
Here.
Megan Friend, DeAngelis Ozuna Sandoval, Raul Rosario, Brenna Giuliani, Luke Staley, Aviana Lee Salters, Will Honorado,
Here.
Celia Rosino, Grant Winhart, Melissa Hannafin, Kelly Afonso, Raymond Croto,
Here.
Sophia Rudenko, Aiden Gomez, Fabian Morales, Lucia Sadora, Liv Carney, Ethan Haynes, Carly Beemendorfer, Coda Santos, Matthew Kusha,
Here.
Ali Sutherland, Maria Renta Marrero.
If there's no additional business, I call for during the November 18th meeting until December 2nd.